welcome back to another episode of Pushes Talk. Today we are going to be talking about some crises that have been endangering us. Some students from Oboasi Senior High School have been able to create a dialysis machine, which is going to be a very great improvement in our crisis in kidney dialysis. Today we are going to dissect and talk about it. But before that, I would like you to share, subscribe, and like this video. And if you have not watched our previous videos, you need to go and watch. But before that, let's look at this video. After that, we will talk more on it.
Now, what do you have here?
This is a solar-powered homemade dialysis machine.
And what is it about? I mean, how did it come about?
So please, when a person's kidney gets injured or diseased from an accident or maybe from a disease like nephritis, and the kidney can no longer perform its function like it's supposed to, which is filtering of toxic substances from the body like urea, excess salt, and then dissolved minerals, and then maybe excess water, then the nephrologist will opt for a dialysis treatment to get those waste substances out of the body. And this is the dialysis treatment. So what happens is that blood is taken from the patient. Okay, first, an arterial, a vein and then an artery are connected to form a fistula, so that to give the patient a firm grip, because a lot of pressure will be needed to take the blood from the patient and then go through the whole process. So the red tubes that you see here take the contaminated blood from the patient, and then the peristaltic pump, they work under the principle of peristalsis. So we have flexible tubes. It will contract and then relax to provide the right pressure for the fluid to flow through. And it will come to the dialyzer here. You can see this fiber-like things here. Please, can you move the camera to this, please? You can see this fiber-like things here. Inside is a fluid called a dialysate. So it has lower concentration than the contaminated blood. So the contaminants will move from the blood into the solution through diffusion. And then it works using the principle of diffusion and osmosis. So the purified blood will then run back to the patient. So please, I would like to hand over to Priscilla to help us with the whole operation of the device.
But before Priscilla comes in, what were some of the items that were used to build this dialysis machine, solar power dialysis machine?
Okay. So please, this thing that you see, it's a local board. Okay. This dialyzer, we bought them, the tubes, we got them. And this one too, we bought them. But we looked on this one, like you see, to make this in our school. And then we have blood pressure sensors, we have electrocardiogram, and we have these buttons. So most of them were locally sourced.
Right.
Okay. We have the solar panels, that one too, we got them. So our device operates on solar power. So in case there are power outages, the system can still run.
As you can see, we all watched this video, and you can see the incredible things these young ones have brought to us. We have to embrace it and invest in it. But we are going to talk about it. So Caleb, what do you think about this initiative?
Well, I think I'm really proud as a Ghanaian. You see, I'm really proud, because if you look at this dialysis crisis in this country, especially, it's really bad.
Yeah,
very bad. People are dying from kidney failure.
Seriously.
People can't afford it.
Yes.
You understand? So it's really impressive to see an innovative kid or somebody just from SHTS,
yes,
being able to have this idea to be able to make a kidney dialysis. Then it should tell you that yes, our future is in a good hands.
Yes.
But before our future can be in that good hands, this thing that is happening, what are the government going to do about it?
Yeah.
If the government is able to do something about it, fine. Invest in this case. These are the things we need to invest in. We've invested so much in a lot of things in the country, but we've not seen anything. But the main issue is the kidney failure and the dialysis crisis in this country. And this case are able to do that. I'm really impressive.
And when you look into the data shows that over 90 people, or 90% of people who are having a problem with their kidney don't have access to dialysis, dialysis machine. Wow. Which means that it's very bad. You understand? That's 90%, only 10%. And also that 10% people who have the access to the dialysis machine, some of them don't have the money or are not able to afford it. Wow. which is very bad. You ask some people and they tell you they go to do their dialysis twice a week, and they pay roughly 2,400. 2,000. Who are you, like you and I? Where are we going to get that 2,400 to be paying
See, you know,
week
where
in,
are
week
we
out?
going to get the
You
money?
understand? So this, to me, I feel like this is a very good initiative. So we
Yes,
call on these NGOs, the NGOs, the government, or anyone you feel like this is a very, as you can see, very good initiative. You can what, sponsor them financially or any way you think it's possible. You understand? So
Yeah.
please, let's try and what, push this initiative. When we do this, we push this kind of initiative.
Yeah.
It what motivates the youth, or it motivates people to what, to bring more what, innovative ideas.
And also looking at the video, you could see that the dialysis was just perfectly as the ones in the hospital.
Yes,
like
they
I'm
did
really
it.
surprised.
They
Like
did it the same way.
same way
Yeah.
how it works, and they are even able to show the functions of
Yeah.
everything. I don't know whether if maybe somebody guided them to do that or something, or is by themselves.
Even though,
Because
even
for
even
a kid to be able to do this kind of thing, we should give that kid a thumbs up.
but
We
even
should.
yeah,
Yes.
I understand you, but you see, even if it was guided by someone, or it was done by them themselves, I don't think that's the problem. You understand? That's not the issue. The
But
issue
they
is that
being
they're
able
able
to
to do it.
get involved. Yes,
They're
yes.
able to do it. So as far as they are able to do it, if we are to invest or put some of our time and effort into things like this, I'm sure it's going to keep the problem with the dialysis machine. You understand, in the country, because many people want to what, have access to the dialysis machine, but they can't. You understand, which is a very big problem, which is what, endangering many people having kidney failure or kidney diseases in the country. But you see, and also before that, we need to what, tell people the causes of these kidney diseases. You understand? Because when you look at this you see, you go to some places and you see just a young boy in his 20s just mixing things, smoking and stuff. You understand? We are taking things that we don't know any idea or any knowledge of. It's very bad. Or you go and see small boy, a girl, you, especially now the ladies, you see small girls, you go to the club or you go to the parties, you see them with the balloon,
Mixing
things and stuff,
I
which
don't
is
know
very
what they
bad.
get from that.
And also, what do you think about that?
Yeah, for me, I think the youth should be very careful with their health. They should be much considerate about what they take in and out. Sometimes some of the herbal preparations, some of us we take in our homes is very bad. And some of this orthodox medicine, too much of painkillers and all these stuff, can really affect our kidney. And looking at the crisis here now, to go for a dialysis, the amount of money you need to pay.
You, where will you get that money? Every
Yeah.
week you are paying 2,400.
You see.
2,400. Hey bro, if you have to calculate in a year, roughly getting to
You
$8,000.
can't simply, you can't afford it. So it's always like only the rich people that can survive. Maybe God intervenes and somebody comes in to just help you out.
Yeah.
You understand? So I feel that the youth should be very, very much careful with what they take in and what they take out. It's not everything they think they take might be good for their health.
Yeah.
You get it?
Concussions, no, it does.
It's too much.
It's too much. Everything you want to mix, everything small you want to mix. Eh?
Yeah. And I want to also use this platform to call on the government to at least
and the
look
NGOs
into
too.
yes, to also look into
The
this.
government-
Need the government to at least work in it, to at least work in
Yeah,
it.
they need to
Yes.
put their effort in it, because but we just heard on 1st December, the vice president of our country said he's going to start a free dialysis section from 1st December, which is a very good initiative to me. But I feel like it is too late. If they were to start earlier on, it would have been very helpful for the people.
Yes,
but
yes,
yeah,
yes.
now that it's coming on, but you see, election year, anything can happen. But I think it's a very good initiative. If the government or an NGO was to supply or to invest into this kind of ideas, at least we could have maximum of 50 or nearly 100. If we have about 50 dialysis, we won't be having this shortage of dialysis machine, and the cost will come down.
So we are really losing our loved ones. So the youth.
Ah. Sir.
So the youth, please, you have to be very careful with what you take in. It's not any herbal medicine that is very healthy for you. Please, as long as it's not being prescribed by the doctor, be very, very cautious.
And this brings us to the end of today's Pushers Talk. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. And
watch this space.